Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Chester. I'm here today to give you a Bitcoin update. First of all, we're going to be starting off with Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame. Then we're going to be moving through to the 4-hour, the mid-term, and then also smashing through to the macro, the long-term, because there's some very important levels that we need to be looking out for here as the price continually decides to range for Bitcoin. Before we get into this Bitcoin update, guys, we're actually doing a trading webinar every Thursday now. If you want to join that, there's free trading strategies in there, free mindset strategies as well. Very, very good stuff to help your trading journey progress. The link is in the description, so make sure you go check that out on newmoneynetwork.net. But without further ado, let's get straight into this TA, guys. Starting off with the short-term time frame here for Bitcoin on the hourly. As you can see, not that much has changed, right? We're still in this range since I did a video last time, sat between 26,800 and 25,200. We did see the most recent dump a couple of hours ago, us lose 26,000, right? We did lose 26K, was pretty crucial, but we have, I was going to say we've bounced, but we haven't really bounced that much, but we're likely to see some sort of continuation, probably to the downside here, right? The areas of support that we can be looking for here for Bitcoin is going to be sat in this in the range inside the range, okay? And these areas are going to be just along here. You can see these levels of support that we have seen multiple times here, guys, and that is going to be 25,700. So if we are going to see continuation to the downside here for Bitcoin over the next few hours here on this micro downtrend that we are currently seeing, then we're likely to see some sort of bounce for support at 25,780-ish. If we bounce off that nicely, I'm going to be lining myself up for a lovely long position, a micro long position. This is a scalp, guys, because we have got the premium scalp package and the sideways indicator giving us a very nice potential move to the upside here. And when I say a huge scalp position, guys, it's not going to be that big. It's going to be between literally 25,850 and around 26K. So around $150 move for Bitcoin. So very easy, a very nice bounce, and that's sort of what we're looking for there for this this current sideways market today for Bitcoin. Now, moving on to some very crucial indicators, because it gets very important, guys. It gets very important bringing up the volume-weighted ATR bands here, because you can see the volume-weighted ATR band, the 4-hour here, this giant green band here. Look at the resistance that we have got off this, okay? Look at the resistance that we've got off this multiple times. We are currently finding more resistance off this as we have lost the level of support, okay? This is very crucial, because it could actually mean a lot more downside, okay? It could mean a lot more downside, bringing us to the volume-weighted ATR band on the 30-minute here, or to that bounce that I was just talking about for that lovely position that we are going for there, okay? That's sort of what I'm looking for the volume-weighted ATR band, but this is where it gets very crucial, guys, because if we find support, okay, if we find support, because usually with the volume-weighted ATR band, if we lose it like we did here, we lose it in terms of resistance and we basically bang it down, which is obviously that huge dump there, we usually come back up and we test it, okay? We test it, we find resistance a couple times until we finally find that support. When we find that support on the volume-weighted ATR band on the 4-hour, it's pretty huge, the pumps that we see to the upside. So for example, let's go back in history and let's see the support that we can get on this bad boy. Look at this. Massive levels of support, massive pumps to the upside on the 4-hour volume-weighted ATR band, okay? These are the areas that we're looking for. If we can regain support on this volume-weighted ATR band, we're likely to see a very nice pump to the upside here for Bitcoin. So that's sort of what I'm looking for here. If we do see a nice pump, if we don't, we're likely to stay in the range that we were speaking about at the start of this video, 26,500 between 26,500 and 25,500 as well. Between this $1,000 sort of area, guys, just continuously bouncing here. Not that fun, but with the sideways money indicator, we are still going to be making cold, hard cash coming through there. Not bad at all. Moving on to the midterm time frame here for Bitcoin, because this is where it does get pretty interesting. Referencing the volume profile visible range here, guys, you can see we've actually lost the point of control here on this indicator, right? And this essentially means the point of control is the point of support and resistance, right? If we lose that, we're likely to find the resistance there. So right now, we are currently trading at 25,936, and we have lost that level of resistance of the point of control at 26K, okay? that means resistance. That means bearish momentum to the downside is due, guys. And you can see here on, I mean, the volume weighted, the the VPVR is not looking that great. Hold on, it just takes a little time here for TradingView to refresh it again. But what I was basically saying, yeah, when there was a lot more lines here, it was basically not that much support is down here, guys. There's not that much support in this area compared to what we are currently seeing around the point of control, this giant red line here at around 26k, meaning that we could easily dump down to this 25,700 area before we bounce back up, right? 25,700. What is that going to be looking like for my position? 25,700. Yeah, so my stop loss for this scalp position is going to be somewhat down here, 25,748. So how is that looking for... Yeah, so I might want to adjust my stop loss just a little bit lower to 25,700, that sort of area, because you can see the level of support that we have had on this area multiple times here, guys, bouncing all the way up, right? So if we are going to see this area hold support, then we're likely to bounce back up and come back to this point of control area at around 26,000. I mean, we've been doing this for quite a while now. Pretty bored of it, just this sideways action, and then we'll see a nice big bit of volume coming through, and then right back to the sideways action. No real clear indicator of whether Bitcoin's going to have the continuation to the downside here, or we're going to actually see a micro uptrend get us out of this range, okay? In terms of moving averages here on the 4-hour, guys, we did see us come up and try and find support on the 21 and the 7 SMA there, but we actually didn't. We lost support, and then it's just been resistance grinding us down yet again. So unfortunately, we haven't got that support that we're looking for. Okay, we haven't got that support that we're looking for, trying to drive us up to the 55 EMA there. So it's not looking that great. Again, not bullish, not bearish, just sideways momentum to be looking out for right now. And that's why we're trading this sideways indicator right now. Now, moving on to... I was going to touch on the DMI, Directional Movement Index, guys, because you guys know I do favor this indicator, but there's not really that much to talk about, right? The ADX is coming down. This determines the strength of the trend. We're not trending that well right now here on the micro time frames, guys, so it's not really that much of a great indication for us to take into consideration here. Okay, massive trend line that we have lost. Okay, massive trend line that we have lost from that swing low that we did take from this huge dump, currently sat around 24,100 for this move to the downside. Now you can see the support that we did get the last time that we did test this trend line, and that was sat at around 25,200. So this is going to be a key level to be looking out for there if we do see mega dumps to the downside. 25,300 is going to be a very key bounce point for potential positions and limit orders, right? Now, also, the level of support that we did lose was here as well. We were testing this multiple times, but unfortunately the sideways momentum, it hasn't caused us to dump significantly after losing this trend line, but what it has done, guys, it's basically just caused us to go sideways, and this basically means we've lost this level of support, which we were banking on essentially. Hopefully we were going to be holding that and just grinding that way all the way up through the moving averages, all the way up to potentially the 200 EMA. But we didn't do that. We've gone sideways. We've broke that level of support, so we can't use that as a point of information anymore, unfortunately. Now, in terms of horizontals, guys, you can see I've got plenty of horizontals sat there on the side of my chart, 25,712, 25,572, and these are all points that have been used as levels of support in previous market conditions, okay? Previous market conditions, you can see we have got levels of support coming out of everything right here. You can see massive pumps to the upside. So if we are gonna be using this for any sort of confluence here, it's gonna be, if I can get back to the chart, it's gonna be these areas for a potential bounce, okay? If we lose these areas, it's confirmation that we're gonna be heading down even further. And that's when we can be talking about the macro time frame. So let's jump into, I think we're gonna go on the weekly chart, guys. Yep, jumping through to the weekly chart, and let's talk about some market structure that we can see right now, and that has essentially been happening over the past, I don't know, maybe 50 weeks or so. So the lower low that we do have for this current bear market currently sat around $15,000. Okay, $15,000 for Bitcoin, and obviously the all-time high is sat around 69,000. From there, the lower low that we did see, we have seen a higher high coming through, invalidating this lower high here, and then coming down and setting a higher low. So the higher lows that I am talking about, guys, let me just get rid of these trend lines for a second. The high lows that I'm talking about that we need to be looking out for there is obviously this bad boy here and this bad boy here, okay? These are the levels of support. If we lose them, we could see a reversal in the trend conditions that we're looking for here. And that's why I've drawn in this disgusting red box here, guys. This disgusting red box, because this is a very, very key area. If we lose this higher low here, the likelihood of us coming down further to this higher low is even more likely, okay? The probability of us doing that is essentially higher, okay? Now, there is stuff on the way. There's Fibonacci retracements on the way. There's horizontal levels of support to be looking out for there. So don't sell everything. Obviously not financial advice. Don't sell everything, but there is some levels that I do want to talk about to be looking out for here. You can see, obviously, we've got this level of support coming through. Not that one. We've got this level of support coming through from the lower low of Bitcoin of this bear market. And unfortunately, we have broken that to the downside. So we can't be using that as a point of reference here. Only a point of resistance if we do see a nice pump to the upside, guys. Okay, so the other trend line that I did want to talk about is this bad boy coming through from here. You can see we've got one touch here, we've got two touch here, and then nothing further along the line. Okay, nothing further along the line here. The next touch of support is probably going to be around here, guys. Probably going to be around 24,400 if we don't see it. No, yeah, 24,400 is going to be the area to be looking out for there. Very, very important. And that lines up with pretty much everything, okay? 24,400 is going to be a humongous, I'm talking a massive, massive bounce point for Bitcoin potentially here. Look at the momentum that we have seen on this trend line from before. You can see very nice move to the upside from that low. Very huge move to the upside here. Really, really good stuff. So likelihood of us seeing some volume and a pump to the upside in terms of a recovery here is very likely. With that being said, that's just one trend line, guys. Look at the level of support that we're looking for the most recent higher low. Nice big move to the upside. Momentum is there as well. And also on top of that, guys, we've got the all-time high for Bitcoin at 69,000 there, coming down, trend line here. Look at this lovely level of support that we're currently testing. So, do I want to say that I'm bullish? No, probably not. I'm bullish off this area. I'm bullish off 24,500. I'll be very surprised if we lose 24,500, guys. But this is going to be a big buy point for me. If we get down to this 24,500 area and this sort of area here, I'm going to be looking to buy Bitcoin to the goddamn moon, okay? And obviously a lot of altcoins as well. Now, also that with that being said, Fibonacci retracement, guys, if we do lose the if we do lose that area that I was just talking about, we got the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement to be looking out for there, and the support is very juicy, okay? It's very, very juicy from these areas. Now, that's not our higher low, okay? That's not a higher low, so we've got plenty of time to come down, bounce off the Fibonacci, come right back to the 0.382 and be absolutely fine. I'm sure we can do that if we do lose 24,500, but I really don't think that we're going to, okay? I really don't think that we're going to. Don't hold me to it, but that's sort of where I would be putting my money right now. Let's talk about my position that I've got on the Ultra Swing package right now. We've got a very nice short from this current dump. I'm currently doing like a trailing stop loss on this bad boy, and I'm basically just letting it run, guys. I'm literally letting it run, currently at around 6% profit here, and obviously this is classed as a spot trade on the chart, but I am leveraged in this, I think 10 or 15x, right? So this would be around 600%, no, sorry, 60%. Yeah, so pretty good stuff there. So hopefully we can see a bit more of a dump to the downside, and yeah, I did take a bit of profit coming through around this area as we came back up and found that support because I thought we could recover, because you know how Bitcoin is. And after seeing a move from 24,200 all the way back up to 26,700, you're going to be taking profit along the way, right? So that's sort of the position. Well, that is the position that I'm on for the Ultra Swing package right now. But that's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And I'll say it again, every Thursday at newmoneynetwork.net, we are running a webinar, guys. A free webinar that you can join in the description. There's a free trading strategy that you can make pretty decent gains, right? We trade this strategy literally I don't know, every week we're trading this bad boy, and it's continuously making money, right? So yeah, if you want that free strategy, the link is in the description. Tune into the webinar on Thursday. I think it's 6 p.m. UTC +1. Don't quote me on it. Go check the website. All the information is there. But apart from that, thank you ever so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the score. Let me know your opinions of what you think Bitcoin is going to be doing in the chart compared to my TA, and we can have a little discussion in there. But for now, that's going to be it. Peace out, and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester.